Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I made a video. Here I am in Dallas, Texas, staying in the Hyatt Regency Hotel downtown, quite close to Dealey Plaza. This is what I see out the back. This is the Stemmons Freeway of the JFK assassination, and just a few blocks towards that other direction is Dealey Plaza, the road that led to Parkland Hospital. That road right there is the one that goes right past Dealey Plaza, going to the right, and out this way towards Parkland Hospital. And I think that must be Fort Worth out there, if I'm not mistaken. There in the distance. Dallas, Fort Worth. If it's that close, I'm not 100% sure, but there's the Union Station down there. Across here. Coming up on Commerce. Dealey Plaza is just down that way a little bit. If you go down Commerce a few blocks, you'll come to the site where Jack Ruby's Carousel Club was. I don't plan on going there. It's across the street from an old office hotel. The site is not there anymore. So we are Houston Street. Okay. Commerce in Houston. Turn right here on Houston. There's the Texas Depository over there. The school book depository. And here's Dealey Plaza right over here. So originally the parade route was supposed to come and go out to towards Stemmons Freeway, but instead the last minute change, of course, so it could swing by the Texas the Texas School Book Depository. There it is. 6th floor, the 2nd floor from the top there. Okay, so here we are, corner of Elm and Houston.
Hey, sorry for the complicated question.
It's a Memorial Day, and so the books is Texas School Book Depository, which is now the Dallas County Administrative Building. It's not even open today, darn it. I think it is now a museum up there. Just that floor, probably the 6th floor. But we're down here. Okay, Pavelski. Relax. There's Dealey Plaza. The grassy knoll. Surprising how actually small it is. I think it's bigger here, but here's an X in the street. I think that's shot number 1. And the kill shot came from over here, I believe. X in the street. There's the train yard little tower from which the worker there who was killed later saw somebody behind the picket fence here. There's the picket fence. And here's the view. If James File's story is true, here is, then there's the X right there. Right there. Wow, it's not that far. And if his story is true, where he said he was not to shoot unless Kennedy was not already dead by the time he got to this point. here is where they found in a streetcar or something, found
Well, see, we're right here at Daily Plaza, 221
the three tramps, quote unquote. This was a dirt parking lot, I understand, at the time. Let's see what we can see over here. And there's the hotel I'm staying at, the Hyatt Regency. Oh, it's a nice hotel. I just, from the inside, I saw a guy here late last night. Didn't realize how nice. But interesting, the train yard. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here to the overpass, and again there was the man who couldn't speak. He was dumb. Not intellectually, but could not speak. Apparently he was standing on this overpass. Let's see. This is wild. It was really kind of strange to be here for a moment. And this is the area from which he saw, and he said he saw a puff of smoke come up near that picket fence over there. I'm wondering what angle he had here. He probably would have been right around here. Also, there was a manhole cover. Some theorized that there was somebody under that manhole cover with a gun. Those people were standing. There's the train going by slowly. See what's over here. Okay, this is a dead end here. Somebody could have even been here. And then across, let's see, yeah, the Texas School Book Depository and the Daltex building. I don't even know if it's still called the Daltex building. I need to go over there as well. I've read and seen so much about this. It's quite strange to actually be here. That's Commerce over there. This is Main. Oh, maybe it's Main Street they came down, the motorcade came down. We're at the picket fence where I believe the kill shot came from. And interesting things written on the fence here. New World Order hit. JFK. You're the Patsy. There's that little train tower spot where one eyewitness saw, I think he said he saw a puff of smoke there at the corner of the picket fence. And according to the JFK movie, Oliver Stone's movie, this guy ended up dead. Okay, I'm going to walk around the backside of the, it looks like the museum may be open from the back. Like the 6th floor. The museum is open today. Closed at 6. I'm gonna maybe come back later when there's less of a crowd, I think. I think these are the crowds at Love Field when you arrived. That's 6, okay. And this sees through to the front entrance of the, and I think this would have been the exit that Oswald would have, wow, would have come out. if I can find the back entrance where Oswald would come to work, and where supposedly on that day he brought a, yeah, these docks back here again. Used to be docks, I think, back here, where he would have maybe entered the building, supposedly with that package that many have said it was too short to be. He claimed it was curtain rods that would have been too short to be a rifle, probably. And this, I believe, is the Daltex building. It used to be, anyways. Now it's called the Dallas County Records Building. It looks like it's being prepared for demolition or renovation. And it is believed, my belief, that we had triangulation, at least 3 teams, one on the 6th floor, some over here in the Daltex building, and then the guy at the grassy knoll. I think this is where Abraham Zapruder would have been standing on this. Stood on this pedestal, okay. Called it plinth. His receptionist, Aaron Stiffman, standing behind to steady him. Yeah, it's not very far at all. And right there's the exit kill shot. There's probably the shot to the back. The Daltex building. And then right there. It's now the Dallas Records, or Dallas County Records building or something like that. There's the grassy knoll right from below. Oh, you're welcome. There's a little plaque here. No way they wear this. So some witnesses believe shots came from journalist Merriman Smith reported seeing Dallas police running up this hill. Reported seeing, it's on film. We can actually see them rushing up the hill to chase the shooter. All these people on the hill here rushed up the hill. They knew where the shots came from. It's such a farce. You got to protect the official story, though. And here is a manhole cover that some believe maybe a shooter was down here. Some of the bullets probably from the 6th floor missed, and I think people reported seeing dirt. I think they found some bullet fragments over here. There were way more bullets fired that day than 3, that's for sure. On this lawn was where so many hit the dirt when shots rang out. And I think that was the jail right over here. And from some of those upper floors, I think there was some, if I remember correctly, there was some eyewitness testimony from over there saying that they saw puffs of smoke over here in the grassy knoll. Yeah, a lot of evidence has been buried and destroyed and suppressed to uphold the official story. There's no doubt in my mind. Right there. Yes. And then way down at this end, there were people seen in the window. There's a couple men seen up there. Yeah, this is not Oswald acting alone. I mean, I don't believe he shot a gun that day. He was involved in some way, either as believed himself to be a mole to thwart the plan, or was a low-level gopher. And here we are on the corner of Elm and Houston. I mean, why in the world would an assassin wait until the car got way down there to take a shot? The most logical place to shoot from there, if he was intent on killing the president, would have been right here as he was coming up Houston. It's just, the point was triangulation. Okay, this is the federal building, which from this side overlooks Dealey Plaza. I swear I remember hearing that one of these upper floors was like a jail, and there were prisoners, windows open over here looking over Dealey Plaza and seeing some smoke rise from the grassy knoll area. Here's a memorial of sorts. President Kennedy. It's so bright. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. No one here. Strangely simple memorial. I'm not sure what the meaning of this concrete structure is. Wow. Interesting. Hello? Hey! Hello? I get a little echo. In here. Hello, hello? John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Maybe that's the purpose of these walls, to get a little echo in here. Create a... No one deserves to die like that. On the other side, this is Main Street. I'm going to walk down towards where I believe the Jack Ruby's Carousel Club was. I don't think it's there anymore, but the site of it is apparently across the street from the Aldoffice Hotel. And that's down Commerce Street a few blocks. Let's see if I can find that. Over here we have the George Allen Senior Quartz Building. There's a little plaque in front of it. It says this is supposed to be a quiet place of refuge, an enclosed place of thought and contemplation separated from the city around but near the sky and earth. Okay. Architect was Philip Johnson. He died in 2005. Wow. So this is the Greyhound Station, and I was looking online last night, and this is the site of... Somebody made a call here. Was it Oswald made a call here? Or somebody else? I'm not sure. Rubies. I'll look it up when I get home. I forget who it was, but that is definitely the Greyhound Station. And I tell you, I just went in there, and it's like going back in time. It's. I didn't want to take my camera in there, but I mean, take footage in there. But I just talked to those policemen on the corner there, and they said that the courthouse, or whatever it's called, the municipal building where Oswald was shot, was down the road here. Harwood and Commerce. Apparently it's under construction. And here we have Earl Cobell Federal Building. Cobell, Earl Cobell, that sounds familiar. Something tells me that was one of the characters that was around in the 60s. I'm walking directly away from Stemmons Freeway and the Dealey Plaza area on Commerce Street. One-way street going away. The other one-way street going that way is Main Street. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am right across the street from the Adolphus Hotel. Pretty nice hotel. And a nice hotel or something right there. Look at that building, that's beautiful. And across the street now, I'm going to cross back over. This is where Jack Ruby's Carousel Club was. And now it's the 2 AT&T Plaza. I don't know if it's a brand new building or just being refurbished, but that is a fabulous building. No windows, it's kind of strange. Oh, that's 2 AT&T Plaza. That also looks like an AT&T building right there. But the Carousel Club, huh? Not too far. You can see down there where those buses are, is right where the McDonald's is, and the Greyhound bus station just behind that where I walked from. Not too far, very walkable. And so a little bit further down here is where supposedly was where Oswald was shot. So I'm still walking down Commerce Street, but I came across some interesting buildings and architecture. Looks quite historic. Spice in the city. And down here we have the Neiman Marcus building. Interesting building. The Continental building. That looks like it's probably from that era. The AT&T Tower. What exactly that is. Scenes from history or something. The Statler. Oh my heavens, this just looks, yeah, this looks, takes me back in time. Look at that. That's such a cool looking building. 50s or 60s, I don't know. How far does it take us back? That's a cool looking building. Alright, here we have the Dallas Morning News. That looks like it's been around for a while. Right next to the Statler Hotel, I guess it is. Harwood, yes, okay. So this is the corner. This would have been the municipal building. At least the back side where Oswald was shot, supposedly. To me it looks a little bit different, but Interesting intersection here at Commerce and Harwood. Sheraton down there. Wow. It's like stepping back in time, it seriously is. That very well may be the ramp that the car came out of when Oswald was shot. And across the street we've got Doug's Gym, Guns N' Roses. Let's walk around and see here. Yeah, that's the municipal building. Yeah, I think that is it. Let me walk around this building and see. This side of town is getting a little iffy. I probably better turn around. But there is not much, well, yeah, I don't know if there's anything to see out beyond here. So this is the other side of the municipal building. It almost looks like the other exact replica, just in reverse, with the ramp on this side. So it was either that ramp or the one on the other side that they, where Oswald was shot and then rushed in an ambulance to the hospital. So that's the municipal building. This is the municipal building. Everything is a municipal building. It must be cool on the top of the Statler because there's people up there. Let's see. Yeah. That's a wave to me. So now we're going down Main Street. And this, I think, was what the parade route was. Yes, coming into Dallas. It's an interesting section of Dallas. Here, all buildings right here. I'm still walking down Main Street. I'm at Main and Irving. Found this strange eyeball here in the middle of town. I don't know what this is. Huge eyeball. It reminds me of huge breast in one of Woody Allen's movies. What was that? Bananas or something? Interesting. Wow. Somebody's watching you. Nice little, I don't know if it's lilac or what, but nice little bush next to the eyeball here. And this cool building behind it. And those tall buildings back there. Wow. And an interesting feel here. And it's part of Dallas. That's interesting. Buildings. St. Jude Catholic Chapel. It's an interesting chapel. As I continue down Main Street here, to my right is Elm Street. We'll eventually go right past the school book depository. That's interesting. And then this little thing down here, kind of in the underground level. Not sure what that is. Now I've jumped over to Elm Street. And I'm coming down towards the plaza, walking down this way. I want to do the school depository tour, if I may. It closes at 6, I understand, so hopefully it's been, the crowd is thinned out a little bit. The historic West End, I'm not sure what that is. I don't have time to go down there. I have a little thing in the middle of downtown here. It looks like a little Dallas County. 1843, it was designated a post office by the Republic of Texas. Log cabin pioneers of Dallas County. Now I made it back to the Daltex building, which is now called the Dallas County Records Building. But as you approach Dealey Plaza, you notice it curves left here. You cross Houston. You got the school box depository right there, and that's where President Kennedy was shot, right down there. Wow. This is the 7th floor of the school book depository. The main part of the museum is on the 6th floor, of course. There's not much up here. They're showing a few videos and whatnot. Selling the official story. It's hardly bearable. But here's the Daltex building. I can't remember what floor that they say that the mafia team was shooting from. Was it the roof? I can't remember. I think it was the roof of the Daltex building. And there's Houston. Motorcade came up there, made the short turn there, and they say that the shots were boom, 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 1, 2, 3. But if you were, why wouldn't you shoot right here? Just like it says in the JFK movie and the Oliver Stone's movie. Here's the grassy knoll area.
I said the first shot missed. The second shot came in the border.
Oh, and there's my hotel right over there.
At that point,
the Hyatt Regency.
Shot to survive.
Man,
the car slowed down.
Quite a nice hotel.
The third shot, I just saw his head explode, and I knew it was fatal. But there wasn't any way he could survive.
And this is a view from the school book depository museum tour out the back way, looking up. See, Elm would be right over there. This is the next street over. Here we have the train tower. Yeah, I just got out of the school book depository tour. It's kind of a self-guided tour with headphones and an iPod that they give you. I couldn't bear it. It was just, it was interesting to see where the gun was found and the window that supposedly Oswald fired the shots. But man, everything is selling the official story so intently I couldn't bear it. I got through it in about 5 minutes. So I don't know if it's worth it, but it was nice to just be up there, see what it looked like up there. It cost me $16 to do so, but yeah, I couldn't bear the tour. It's just the official story all the way. And everyone knows that crowds rushed up that grassy knoll right there towards a puff of smoke and were chasing people. And then if you don't even believe that, you know that Jim Garrison, is the only one to bring anyone to trial for the murder of the president. And if it wasn't a conspiracy, why were all his key witnesses getting killed? One at a time, they were all being knocked off. By the time he was done, he had the jurors apparently believed it was a conspiracy, but they just didn't have enough evidence to convict Clay Shaw. And even Clay Shaw would have been just probably a low-level planner and schemer on one arm of the assassination. But
go home? Yeah, let's go home.
I couldn't bear the tour. And really not much to see, just a bunch of photographs mostly. Here's who Dealey Plaza was named after, George Bannerman Dealey. Went to rifle days of what, 87? Here's the other side of Dealey Plaza. A matching, whatever you call that over there, matching sides. This side gets no attention, of course. And free bus. I'm going taking it to Oak Cliff. Okay, here I am at the corner of Jefferson and Zhang. Took the streetcar substitute, which is a bus because there's construction. And we're going to the Texas Theater. So I'm gonna walk down there, and there it is right there. Texas Theater, oh my gosh. Yes. And jewelry store, Lloyd's Jewelry. Oh my heavens. I think this is where Oswald, at least in the movie, when the police went by, dived in there for a second, and then walked down here. And I think there was a shoe store next door. There's a dress store. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is taking me back. Taking me back. Alrighty. Metro PCs. Oak Cliff Cultural Center. And Here to Be Heard. The Texas Theater. Oh heavens. I think it was the shoe store next door in 63. That's Summer with Big and Little Eddie. Okay, the Texas Theater. I haven't. It's not open. Or maybe it's too early in the evening. Or maybe it's just closed. Oh my heavens. Okay. From here, let's walk to where Officer Tippit was killed at 10th and Patton. Let's see what happens. I guess the stores across the street has changed. I think I saw some photos from 2013 that said there was a record store across the street, but no. Let me see if I can walk around the back. Okay, now we're in the back alley here. I'm trying to remember where the theater would have been. Was it there? Probably back here. Yeah, kind of a scary part of town. Thanks for a pasty white boy. Interesting. I bet. One of these taller buildings was the theater. Okay, dead end. I can't get around. Just to walk around the whole thing, I guess. Big tax, yeah. Yeah. I'm in search of Oswald's boarding house on 1026 Beckley. I was going to 1026 South Beckley, that way, and it obviously wasn't that. It was kind of getting scary down there. Now I'm crossing back, maybe it was north Beckley. Way over in the distance you can see downtown, buildings of downtown Dallas. See the Texas Theater, and then Oswald's boarding house, and then hopefully to see where J.D. Tippit was murdered at 10th and Patton. After being on a wild goose chase on 1026 Beckley, I'm back. This is 10th and Patton, where J.D. Tippit was shot. Must be right near this intersection here. 10th. And this is I don't know back then if it was, but there's a big old high school there. This is their field, possibly the tennis courts for the high school. 10th and Patton. And then that's Jefferson right up there. Go up there, turn right, and you go several blocks and you get to the Texas Theater. So, poor old J.D. Tippit. Jefferson. And the eyewitness testimony of, I think it was someone who saw this murder, said it didn't even look anything like Oswald, so interesting. Okay, now I'm going to try to go to Oswald's boarding room. As I walk these distances, between Tippit's murder location, the Texas Theater, Oswald's boarding room. I'm having a difficult time understanding why he would have come. This is the opposite direction than the theater, and why he would have come down this way at all. Maybe it'll be more obvious when I get to 1026 North Beckley Street. Now I'm coming up on 1026 North Beckley Street. There's a bunch of cars out in front, so I don't want to make a scene or anything, but that's where it is. The neighborhood is much improved from the 1026 South Beckley Street. So, but I'm telling you, we are quite a ways from, in fact, I remember passing this, and I think I saw it. We were quite a ways from Texas Theater from here. It's a good walk. And then the kind of the opposite direction to where Officer Tippit's was shot. So, it must be true at the Oswald Rooming House Museum. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for appointment call. Okay. So it must be true then that Oswald's landlord heard a beep honk. I think she looked out and saw it was a police car that picked him up. Maybe it was Tippit, and took him over to, I don't know. I have to think about this, because in the time that it was allowed for on foot, it's just nearly impossible for Oswald to cover all that ground and then make it to the Texas Theater, where tons of cops were obviously tipped off and waiting to swarm him there. Just a zillion cop cars showed up in just a very short period of time. So that is the Oswald Rooming House. I saw that on the streetcar. Okay, I made it safely back to my hotel, 17th floor, looking over the Stemmons Freeway, and I got south, and I was just over in Oak Cliff, and the bus was crossing that road, let's see, right there, I believe, and just crossed the river over there, and that's the beginning of Oak Cliff, and I was quite deep into it. I think I was near that building. Is one of the highest buildings out in that region, Oak Cliff, and that was where Oswald's rooming house was, and Texas Theater, and the site of J.D. Tippit's murder. I have a new sense of the distance between those places, and I think originally it was assumed that Oswald was walking all those distances within about 15 minutes, which is, unless he was sprinting, I would say nearly impossible. Anyway, so, oh, what a day.